This weekend, I invite you to reflect on one of the most soothing and comforting pictures we have of Jesus. Jesus must have liked it himself too, because it's what he calls himself, the Good Shepherd. The people of Jesus' time understood better than we do all about good shepherds and hired hands. A shepherd's job was to protect those for whom he is responsible. And he takes this responsibility seriously. We truly need a good shepherd to watch over us, because like sheep, we wander off into dangerous areas. This whole theme about Jesus as the Good Shepherd tells us something very, very important. That Jesus himself is taking on the responsibility to take care of us because we belong to him and because he loves us without limit, no matter what we may have done with the gift of life that has been given to us. Who doesn't need a welcoming embrace, a hug, a kiss from someone who cares? We all do. We all need the human touch of care. Without it, our hearts are frozen. Six centuries before Jesus was born, the Hebrews were a conquered people, and they were taken into exile into the land of Babylon. That was when God gave them one of the most influential prophets of all time, the prophet Ezekiel. And one of his biggest jobs was to inform the leaders what God thought of them. And it wasn't nice. Jesus found that the leaders of his own day were anything but good shepherds. So he makes it his life's work to reverse that trend. And he becomes the Good Shepherd. Now, 2,000 years later, you would expect the world to be more civilized. But the world is still untamed and in constant conflict. We live in a beautiful and wonderful world, but at the same time, it is a terrible and frightening world. You might have some time on your hands now to read the chapter in which all this is discussed by Ezekiel and the leadership. Chapter 34 in the book of Ezekiel. That's where you'll find God complaining very, very loudly about the uncaring Jewish leaders. Listen to what he has to say. Woe to you, shepherds of Israel, who have been pasturing themselves. But the sheep you have not pastured. You did not strengthen the weak, nor heal the sick, nor bind up the injured. My sheep were scattered all over the world, with no one to look after them or to search for them. I am coming against these shepherds. I will save my sheep. I myself will look after and tend my sheep. The lost I will seek out. The strayed I will bring back. This weekend, we celebrate Good Shepherd Sunday. Jesus is the Good Shepherd who seeks out his people wherever they are. It is Jesus' heart's deepest desire that many other sheep should come to follow him. His ultimate goal is that there will be one flock and one shepherd. That the whole world will be united with its God. There are still so many millions of people who have not even heard the message of a loving God who sent his only Son to die for them. From the very beginning, Jesus has called others to be shepherds. The pastors who will take care of his people, starting with the very first apostles and down to the present pastors and parish priests. We know how limited is the care they can give to the people entrusted to them. Sadly, they just can't be the pastors and parish priests they were asked to be. A priest is not ordained for himself, but rather for the people. And now they are unable to minister to them. But you have to be proud of them, each and every one. They're going all out to make the best out of a bad thing. Celebrating Mass in empty churches, all by themselves, isn't what priests signed on for. Many use the social media to reach out to their people and let them know that they are very much concerned about their spiritual welfare, and that they are praying for them each and every single day. God bless these good shepherds. Please pray for them, that even though they're at a distance from their people, still somehow they are building hope and spreading joy and courage. The Lord is still our chief shepherd, and he will never desert us. He will always provide us with good shepherds. God bless you and your loved ones.